Another broken plate, another called off date. We never seem to get it right. Another heart attack, words that we can't take back. We are the reason opposites attract. Once you slam the door on the second floor, I regret it all. When I think it through, I can't help the way I feel for you. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even the words can sting, I wouldn't change a thing. 'Cause without you everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Sitting by the phone, hoping you'll answer yours. Baby, let's talk until we're fine. You've been in bed for days, empty without me, you say. Can't you just magically turn up in mine? Then you knock on my door on the second floor, and I feel okay. We just made it through, and I love the way I feel for you. Baby, you make me lose my mind like I...
Good morning, class. I am your teacher, Denise Thessalonica P. Larotin. Today, we will be discussing an interesting topic about respiratory system. Today, class, we will be seeing on how our lungs as one of the respiratory system works inside our body. But before that, kindly read the objective first. Thank you, class. Class, have you ever tried holding your breath for about seconds or even minutes? What do you feel at the moment you finally breathing in, and what about breathing out? We know for the fact that every individual needs an oxygen for us to be able to live. But the question is, where does the oxygen from the air that we breathe flows or enters? To answer that, let us find out the understanding the process of respiratory system. Respiratory system, class, is a series of organs responsible for taking oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. Respiratory system, class, is composed of different parts and different functions, and these are the airways, lungs, and the muscles of respiration. Let us start the airways. Airways, class, it includes nose, mouth, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and bronchioles. Next, class, is the lungs. The lungs, class, is separated into two, which is the left and the right lungs, wherein it is an air-filled organs located on either side of the breastbone in the chest cavity. And finally, muscles respiration includes our diaphragm and external intercostals. But today, class, we will be focusing more about our lungs and diaphragm, particularly on how the mechanism of breathing works, or what will happen into our lungs and diaphragm when we inhale and exhale. In general, class, our lungs and respiratory system allows us to breathe. They bring oxygen into our bodies, wherein this process is called inhalation. And they also send carbon dioxide out, wherein this process is called exhalation. For us to be able to understand more about mechanism of breathing inside our respiratory system, I have here a model structure of respiratory system. So this is what our respiratory system looks like. So, as shown in class, that this straw is represent the nostril that allows the air enter the nose into the nasal cavity. And this is the trachea. above the Y-shaped trachea that serves as the passage of the air. And this show that forms Y-shape is called bronchi, that serve as a passageway for air to travel into our lungs. And these reed balloons have represent our lungs that helps the oxygen from the air that we breathe enter the red cells in the blood. And this yellow balloon at the bottom represent our diaphragm, that is considered as one of the important muscles that help us to breathe in and out. And this transparent bottle represent our chest cavity, surrounded our lungs, heart, and other vital organs protects from the danger. And now, class, let us be observed as what kind of changes will happen in our lungs and in our diaphragm when the air that we breathe is moving in, when it moves out in our lungs. Okay, class, during the process of inhalation, and that is when we breathe the air through our nostril or mouth. Let us try, class. Now, with that process, we can already feel the changes inside our body, particularly our chest cavity, wherein it moves outward and where our ribs inside is also expanding, and so with our lungs. We can also feel that our diaphragm moves down. Now, take a look what happens to our lungs and diaphragm when we inhale. So, as you notice, class, the two red balloons represent our lungs gets bigger because it is filled with air, and that is why it expands. And as you notice also, class, that the diaphragm below moves downward. Take note again, class, that this whole process is only when we inhale. Do you understand, class? Okay, very good. Okay, class, let us move on exhalation process of breathing. Now, if I'm going to release this balloon, which is the diaphragm, it will automatically move upward, and our lungs turns into the original position, wherein our lungs also get to relax, as well as our chest muscles. Again, this is the process of exhalation, wherein we were able to release carbon dioxide from our lungs and our body. Do you understand, class? Now, let us take a look at again. This is the process of inhalation. And this is the process of exhalation. Do you understand, class? Do you have any question or clarification? If there's none, then I want you to prepare yourself for our activity for today. In your group, kindly choose your secretary and reporter. What you're going to do is to answer the question that I prepared here, and afterwards, discuss it in the front of our class. Congratulations, class! And now, kindly prepare 1/4 sheet of paper for our quiz for today. For your assignment, class, kindly do an advanced study for our next topic. Thank you for listening, class, and I hope you learned something for today. And again, I am your teacher, Denise Thessalonica P. Larutin.